Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco. Last time we talked about the previous film, which is The Incredible Journey, and I said how that film was too perfect for a sequel, yet here we are. So the film stars our three main heroes. Chance, played once again by Michael J. Fox, Sassy, played once again by Sally Field, and Shadow, played here by Ralph Waite. Don Amici, the voice actor who played Shadow in the first film, passed away shortly after the first film's release to theaters. So anyway, in this film, our main heroes get separated from their owners once again. This time, however, they get lost in the city of San Francisco and they need to find their way back home. Along the way, they come across two alley dogs, a boxer named Ashcan, played by John Polito, and his dim-witted bull mastiff assistant, Pete, played by Adam Samberg. And these two dogs prove to be trouble when they begin to antagonize the pets. Sassy runs to higher ground while Chance and Shadow fend off Ashcan and Pete. While Chance grabs a hold of Pete's tail and starts chewing it like a rope, Shadow throws paws with Ashcan and gets his ass kicked. Luckily, another group of dogs come to their rescue, with their leader being a Labrador retriever named Riley, played by Sinbad, who has a hatred for humans due to being abandoned by one. Another member of the group is a Kuvaz, I'm sorry if I butchered the name of the breed, named Delilah, played by Carla Gugino. Chance forms a bond with Delilah, and the two eventually fall in love, much to the jealousy of another dog named Bando, who also has feelings for Delilah. While trying to find their way back home, the pets come across a house fire with a little boy still inside. Shadow goes into the house to try and rescue the boy, while Sassy goes in to rescue the kitten. And while this is happening, Chance is bonding with Delilah. But then Chance is captured by the other set of villains, a pair of dog catchers. And Shadow and Sassy try to convince Riley and the other alley dogs to help them get Chance back. Riley reluctantly agrees, and they team up to try and stop the dog catchers. Working together, the dogs and Sassy manage to fend off the two dog catchers, as well as send the van into the water. The pets then say their goodbyes to the alley dogs, but Chance decides to stay behind in order to be with Delilah. Concerned about leaving Chance behind, Shadow and a reluctant Sassy decide to go back for him. But before they can leave, they are once again ambushed by Ashcan and Pete. Once again, Shadow goes paw to paw with Ashcan, while Pete antagonizes Sassy. But Chance arrives in the nick of time to even the odds, and he defeats both Ashcan and Pete by tricking them into going into a giant tube and rolling them down the hill. Just like in the last film, Chance does something to Sassy that foreshadows what will happen to Ashcan and Pete. The pets once again reunite with their owners after a close call with Chance in a truck. And the pets head back home. However, Chance isn't as happy as he thought he'd be being home, because he feels like something is missing. And by something, I mean Delilah. But to Chance's surprise and joy, Delilah had followed them home. The Seaver family takes a liking to Delilah, and Bob even lets her stay, making everyone really happy, especially Chance. And that was Homeward Bound 2, and while not as great as the first film, I still had a lot of fun with this one. Overall, I give it a 7 out of 10.